good evening, everyone. Welcome to another section of Instagram Live with Renew Instagram Live. So today we'll be talking about with me is Dr. Finally, please, everyone.
Good evening, everybody.
Okay, so today we thought we should give everyone an intel on surgery day. So our last session was about preparation for surgery. We listed out a lot of things. Meanwhile, before I go ahead, I would like for everyone to actually go on and watch that video after this live session. So we spoke about preparation for surgery, all the things you need to know and do and have in mind before your surgery. Today we'll be talking about surgery day proper. So let's give Dr. Talon a few minutes to see what I have to say.
Good evening, everybody. Our clients, our patients, prospective clients and patients, those who want their bodies to be renewed here at Renew Aesthetics Abuja. Good evening, everybody. Well, in case you are not within our time zone, let me say good morning, good afternoon. Well, I can't say good night, but if you're in the middle of the night, either it's early in the morning, hello, everybody out there. Yes, in Renew Aesthetics, just like you know, what we do exclusively is aesthetic surgery that borders around liposuction, tummy tuck, BBL, that is fat transfer, vaginoplasty, cosmetic breast surgeries, by which I mean breast augmentation, breast reduction, and breast lift. Over and over again in our past episodes, we've enlightened us about how we need to prepare, and re-prepare for the day of surgery. Today, just like my colleague Dr. Juliet has said, we are talking about what our surgery day is in Renew Aesthetics. While we continue to talk, if you have your questions or comments, you can start to drop them. You can interrupt us with all of your concerns. We would get interrupted to attend to your questions. Surgery day at Renew Aesthetics. Now, you've prepared yourself all through. Before surgery, just like you know, you've done your consultation, you've paid for surgery, you've come in for your blood work, we've reviewed your lab investigation results, and everything is good. You are ready for us, and we are ready for you. The night before surgery, we would usually advise you to fast so that you will come meet us on the day of surgery on empty stomach. We would usually advise time the patient comes in, yes, fast the night before, maybe around 10 o'clock. So we say from 10 o'clock, no more water. From 10 o'clock, no more fluids intake, no more meals. No more fluid intake, no more meals. Let me stand up so that we'll be able to see. So the night penultimate your day of surgery, you have to fast. No drinks, no food. But let me mention that if you're on specific medications, maybe for HIV, for diabetics, for hypertension, or a few other routine medications, combined oral contraceptives, for example, would advise you to take it the night before. If your physician says it's something you can take in the morning, or while we've reviewed you, and we say you can take early in the morning, any drugs that come into that class that you can take early in the morning, we say take with a sip of water early in the morning on the day of surgery. That's one.
Okay, but before we go on, it's important to note that if you're on any of these medications, then you need to let us know when you come for your consultation. So we can also recommend how you will take them and if you're going to be on them during your stay in the hospital. So that we know it's not you not just decide to discuss with only your physician in Nigeria and then come and do that. We also are the ones doing the surgery. So we need to know exactly what
We need to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to be on the same page. There are medications that we may even need to readjust the dosage. So it is very, very important that you tell us during your consultation. Don't hold back anything with respect to your medical history and every other aspect of history that is essential to your surgical team for complete medical care, especially for your aesthetic surgery. That is it. Arrival on the day of surgery. We want you to come in 6:30 a.m. Sharp, prompt, prompt. No Nigerian time, no African time.
Just so somebody doesn't say they don't know what prompts mean. That's why it's sharp.
Sharp, sharp, sharp. Let me double circle it. Sharp. No Nigerian time, no African time. Time for us is business. So you come in 6:30 a.m. on the day of surgery. There are a few things we'll tell you at your blood work that you can come in with. 1 or 2 packs of bottled water, energy drinks, maybe Lucozade Boost, for example, 1 pack. If you're on routine medications, just like we mentioned, for HIV, combined oral contraceptives, oral pills, for your diabetics, for hypertension, we advise you to come in with these things on the day of surgery. Now, again, when you come in for your blood work, we hand over a booklet that contains the consent. We hand it over to you to go home, read it, ruminate over it, digest it. Let us know what your worries are, your concerns, what you want, what you don't want, so that we can sort it on the day of surgery.
Very important.
Very important. We usually advise you to remember to come in with your duly signed consent form. Come in with your duly signed consent form. Yes. After surgery, while you're on admission with us, you would wear our customized aesthetic robes. But again, because of the day you'll be going, when you are discharged, we would also say that you should come in with 1 or 2 free-flowing gowns, what we call bubu. It's important that you come in with that. Your toiletries. Usually we provide toiletries, but there are those who will prefer their own body lotion, their own liquid wash or bath soap. You can come in with all of those, but not medicated soaps, not medicated creams.
No lightening soaps, no toning creams.
No bleaching soaps, no medicated soaps. Very, very important, very, very important. Because they thin out your skin, you are at risk of skin bruises and skin necrosis.
Okay. So, let's say patients have done all of this, they have their blood the morning of surgery. Because we have very obedient clients, they will actually be around 6:30 a.m. prompt, and we'll be happy to have them 6:30 a.m. What happens immediately they step into?
Well, once they step into the premises through the gate. It's a very, very serene, very friendly, very welcoming environment.
Another one, you don't have to jump the fence.
You cannot jump the fence. If you jump the fence, you're a thief. Except you are coming to steal our cannulas or a liposuction machine in theater. So the security staff at the gate will welcome you in. It's going to help you to move your bag and other luggages into the reception area. At the reception area, the customer care representative or staff on duty would welcome you at the front desk and take you to the reception. Immediately that is done, the customer care staff rings the nursing station for the nurse on duty to come and take you to your ward. So the nurse on duty comes down, welcomes you, she helps you with your bag, with your luggage, and here you are in your room. Once you get to your room, your nurse will make sure you are very, very comfortable. And if you've not visited New Aesthetics before, let me just tell you, we have very beautiful nurses with therapeutic touch in their hands. Yes. If you have friends that have done surgery here, they will tell you. Go to our page. For those clients that have come around, you've seen a few of our staffs that have had this surgery done, especially for our head of admin who is blessing you, interact with her. She can tell you that our nurses are very friendly, they are beautiful nurses, smile, very therapeutic. So now, you're in your room, they make you comfortable, they give you your robe to change your dress, the dress that you came into the hospital with, you pull it off, they give you a robe that you change into. Once that is done, the process leading to your procedure for the day is already starting. It is time to take your vital signs. Once you are comfortable, they take your vital signs. So they connect you to the patient monitor that takes virtually everything, maybe except for your respiratory rate that they want to take themselves. So the patient monitor will take your pulse rate, that is your heartbeat, will take your BP, that is your blood pressure. They will count your respiratory rates. The patient monitor has a device that is connected to your skin to take your temperature. It has another device called the pulse oximeter that is connected to your thumb or to any of your fingers, but preferably any of your thumbs to measure your oxygen saturation. That is why it is also very, very important. We would usually tell you we don't want anything artificial on your nails, on your fingernails. So artificial nails, nail polishings, we don't want it. Because the pulse oximeter that you measure your oxygen saturation, once you have your nail polish or your artificial nails fixed, it's going to knock out or alter the sensitivity of the pulse oximeter. And again, this is what the anesthetist would use to monitor you before surgery while putting you to sleep and make sure that you are safe during surgery. Oxygen saturation must be about 100%. So with nail polish, heavy nail polish, with your artificial nails, the sensitivity of this device is knocked out. So it is very, very important. Once that is done, the doctor on call would see you.
You'll be lucky if you have me.
I'm very gentle. They say I'm troublesome, but patients fall in love with me. You'll be luckier if you have me. You will be luckier if you have me.
Line has been done.
You'll be luckier if you have me. I just hope that our patients for the rest of the month are online, so that they can decide to choose. Now, in fact, if they are online, they can drop in the comment section who they will prefer.
Dr. Juliet or Dr. Kyle? Let's go.
Okay, so the doctor on call will come to interact with you. He's going to take notes of your vital signs to be sure, especially your BP and your pulse rate is very, very normal. Doctor on call interaction. Doctor on call interaction. We interact with you to know when your last meal was, if you are an obedient patient. Oh yes, some patients will say, I forgot to, when I woke up to pee, I took some sip of water. Well,
granite.
We had a patient come in the other day. She had done surgery with us before. So she came for a redo. And I was like, what did you have for breakfast? I just wanted to be sure. I wanted to be sure that she came in fasting. I can't remember what she said, but she had something heavy. I said, but the troublemaker that I am didn't make her get me or didn't make her get at me. I said, so what else did you take? She said she downed it with juice, fruit juice. So we flowed and she knew I caught her tricks. Then Dr. Ann came in. Hope you've not eaten today. Said,
I just told him
that. She took this one. Doctor said, wow. And that she even juice. She took juice. The anesthetist came. She played the same trick on her. So later on, we started laughing and said, no. She's a veteran when it comes to the operating room.
Moving more into intense business.
Intense business. So we want to establish, the doctor wants to establish with you, wants to be sure that you came in fasting. He looks at your vital signs to be sure that you are good. He wants to know if you slept well, if you are anxious, if you are nervous. And permit me to say, it is very normal. And it is usual for patients to be nervous. A good number of patients will not be able to sleep overnight, or they will sleep, they wake up, they sleep, they wake up. One or two people will dream that they are on Dr. Malu's operating table and they'll wake up. So it's very usual. It's very usual. It's very normal to be anxious, but not to be scared. Not to be scared. We encourage our patients not to be scared. If you sleep well, good. If you are nervous, good. But want you to be very calm. Yep. The next thing is that, okay, before measurements, we now look at the consent form. To be sure that the consent form is duly signed. We have to be sure that the consent form is duly signed. Consent form, duly signed, understood. Then for those who have queries, maybe there are one or two medical jargons that they don't understand, one or two things that they don't like. Looking into the consent form, this is where we sort out all of those issues. Once that is done, we take measurements. People say seeing is believing. Aesthetic surgery or cosmetic surgery falls into this proverb. It is very, very true. It holds very, very true, 100% for aesthetic surgery. Seeing is believing. What do we see? We see your body, the places we are going to work on you. If you are doing a tummy tuck, maybe your tummy, if you are doing a liposuction of your tummy, of your back, of your arms, of your inner thighs, the areas of concern, we usually take measurements around those places so that when you start to come for your follow-up visits, we can also start repeating the measurements. You want a BBL, we want to see if your hips, if your butt is getting bigger. You want a lipo around your tummy, you want a snatched waist. We take measurements before surgery so that we can use to compare at follow-up how well you are doing. Once measurement is done, if you have any questions that you want to ask us at our level as doctors on call, you can ask us. And just like I said, any queries, any concerns you have about one or two things in the consent form, we can explain it through so that we are on the same page. That is it. After that, the anesthetists will come to review. We have a group of anesthesiologists that come in to put you to sleep before surgery. They don't only put you to sleep before surgery, they make sure that you are fit for surgery. Before this, they have an idea of what surgery we are doing, they have an idea of who our patient is and every other thing. So they will now come, see you to review, to be 100% sure that you are fit for surgery. They are going to ask you a series of questions that has to do with anesthesia, medical history or past medical history, surgical history, history of blood transfusion, if you have complications, social history with respect to smoking, to alcohol intake. They want to be sure that you fasted from the night before surgery so that you don't pose an anesthetic risk on the table. They listen to all of your questions about sleep and waking up. They assure and reassure you that you would sleep, you would wake up. Once all of that is done, we can start checking questions. Yes, we can start checking questions. We told them to interrupt us with their questions. So once the anesthetic reviews you, he has a portion, he has a part to sign in your consent form. So he appends his or her signature there so that the consent form is complete. Once he says you are fit for surgery, you are fit for surgery. If on the morning of surgery, you notice there's something not to right, safety may be compromised, surgery is cancelled for that day. Because like we would usually tell our clients, there are 10 things that we look out for before we take you into theater. Number one is your safety. Number two is safety. Number three is safety. Down to number 9 and number 10 is safety. So along every part of the way, from consultation to blood work to reviewing your result of investigations, to the anesthetic seeing you, to reviewing your vital signs, we want to be sure that you are safe, you are safe, you are safe, you are safe, you are safe. 100% sure that you are safe before we take you in for surgery. So the anesthetist looks like the final bus stop to tell us that yes, you are really safe for surgery. And we don't just bring in any anesthetics. How do I mean? The people that are on our list of anesthetics are all consultants. They've been doing this thing over the years. They are experienced in it. Once they are comfortable with you, the surgeon and his team is also comfortable with you. Once the anesthetist reviews you and he signs his part of the consent form, Dr. Malo and the team would come in. Plastic surgeon, Dr. Malo.
Entire
Entire thing.
thing.
It's a large number. Yes, yes. I wanted to say the plastic surgeon and the surgical team, but it's more than the surgical team. Virtually every clinical staff that would interact with you will be in attendance when Dr. Malu is reviewing you, or at least a staff or a member of that department. So Dr. Malu is coming in, the clinician, the medical officer is coming in, the nurse would also be around. At least each department is fully represented. So Dr. Malu interacts with you very well. Your expectations, your concerns, your wishes, your fears, your worries, whatever it is, it looks like the chapter is closing up just before you go in for surgery. So he listens to all of that. He allays your fears. He reemphasizes what he needs to reemphasize. If there's something new that you want to add, for example, you paid for liposuction of the tummy back and fat transfer, but on the morning of surgery, you just feel during consultation, Dr. Malu said your inner thighs, you will need to take it out, but you said no because of pain on your arms. On the morning of surgery, you may say, okay, I've discussed with my wife. Sorry, I've discussed with my husband. I've made up my mind to add one or two other part of concerns on the body for surgery. So that is taken into consideration, and the marking is eventually done. Now, why do we mark? We mark first and foremost to know where we are going to work on. This is what happens. While you are standing, while you are standing, probably you look like this. While you are standing, you look like this. So the places you will need to take fat from is going to mark around your hips where you want it bigger. There's another design to mark. This is the way you probably look while you are standing. When you are lying down, the contour is a little distorted. So this may not appear like this. This may appear like this. So this appearing like this, and this appearing like this. Your physique, your renewed body that you would usually want, is especially when you are standing, when you are in your fitted clothes, when you want to go outing. So this is what we want. It guides the surgeon on what to do or where to operate, where to concentrate on, and what to do for the appropriate portions of the body per time during surgery. That is one. Number two, we would need this as part of medical documentation. Just like I said, in aesthetic surgery, seeing is believing. So we would also need this as part of medical documentation. That is two. How do we document? We take pictures. We use medical markers on the body to do this. Then we now take pictures just before you go in for surgery. When you go in for surgery, this is what you look like on the table. Good, no problem. But this is what will be displayed on the screen so that as the surgeon operates, this would be a very perfect guide for him. Once this is done, we believe in God. We believe in God. The Bible says that the horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory lies with the Lord. As part of our safety measure, the last thing we will do for you is to hold hands and pray with you.
So, disclaimer, the pictures, people are usually worried about the pictures. These are not meant for the internet or any form of personal use. Dr. Kami explained that the body is different when you're standing and when you're lying down, and anatomy can be distorted depending on your position. So these pictures are to broadcast on a screen during your surgery so that you're lying down and we can make reference to what you're looking like standing, and then we're comparing both of them. So the pictures are mandatory for you to have a good body at the end of the day and for us to know what we're doing. Thank you. They're not
Mandatory.
for any form of social media content. Please, they're really important for the surgery.
So okay, so that is it. And like I said, there is a part of medical documentation. Is a part of medical documentation. Now let me just say this: in the consent form, there's a part of it that we usually talk about taking pictures before and during surgery, or doing short videos for the sake again um, of medical documentation. And because if we would do our research about, well, let me say more than half of our patients got to know about us on our Instagram page. So we have some of these pictures on our Instagram page. People would usually say, "No, I don't want my face. I don't want my face." Huh? Babe, but you saw somebody's face. Sorry, you saw somebody's body on IG. Saw somebody's body on IG. It is policy and it is protocol for us, for the sake of patient confidentiality, not to put anybody's face. We don't put anybody's face on IG.
Well,
Except,
except permission.
yes, except you give us permission. We don't put anybody's face on IG. Not at all. We don't put, but the body parts that we work on can always be on IG. If you allow us, you should be proud of yourself. Just Abi, flaunt your body. You took the decision to do this surgery, came for consultation, chose Renew Aesthetics Abuja, paid for the surgery, chose a date, went through the psychological up and downs, the anxiety, the nervousness, the good sleep, the poor sleep before surgery. Be proud of your body at the end of the day. Be proud of your body. So we'll pray with you. Once we pray with you, you are on your way to theater. Okay, let me mention, you're allowed to come with your spouse or with your friend on the day of surgery, but they don't stay during surgery. At about the time that marking is done, or just when we finish praying with you, your spouse, your relative, or your friend would be asked to go back home to relax and come back to see you after surgery, usually at 6 p.m. When surgery has been done, you've woken up, you've recovered fully from anesthesia. In fact, you would have started taking orally. You are conscious enough to interact with whoever is coming to visit you, your guests. Then you can say they should come in by 6 p.m. From your room to the studio. We're in the studio. We're in the studio. So this is where we take your first set of pictures. This is where we take your first set of pictures. Just behind the camera at the background is where we use as our backdrop for your pictures. Once you take your pictures, you go into the operating room. So once you get into the operating room, you meet with the anesthetists again. The doctors are already there. The perioperative nurse is also waiting for you in theater. Once you get there, the first thing that the anesthetist will do for you is to set a line to give you an intravenous access. Intravenous access is what he would use to give you your medications, to put you to sleep, all of the pre-anesthetic medications, the anesthetic medications, and also for IV fluids. It is through this that it would use to administer all of those. So that is the first thing it would do. Knowing fully well that he has reviewed your vital signs when he interacted with you in your room. Once that is done, he steps out for the theater nurse, the perioperative nurse, to give you a sterile bath. Once a sterile bath is given to you, the perioperative nurse now puts you on the operating table, covers you with a drape. When she covers you with a drape, the anesthetists and other doctors can now come in to start the process of putting you to sleep. At this point in time, you'll be connected to the patient monitor, just something like what we used or what the nurses used to take your vital signs in your room. It's going to take your temperature, it's going to take your check your oxygen saturation, your pulse rate, that is your heartbeat, and your blood pressure. They will make sure that all of your vital signs are also very stable. Because if before you had some degree of anxiety or you were nervous, by the time you step into theater, it may jack up a little. This would evidently be seen written all over you and on the patient monitor. So they will reassess you, they will reassure you again and again to be sure that they can proceed with putting you to sleep. Once that is done, they will commence giving you all of the medications that they will need to give to you. I won't go into too much of anesthesia. Yes, we are looking. Yes, 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 yes. I won't go into too much of anesthesia because very soon we'll be having one of our consultant anesthesiologists who would come and have his day on one of our Renew IG Live sections. You would ask him all of your questions. He's going to be very, very explicit, very, very explicit in all of the information that he needs to give you. Well, he puts you to sleep. Once he puts you to sleep, what you would know is that in a short while, you are back to your room with your body renewed. The process of surgery starts. Harvesting of your fat, if you are for liposuction, if you are for BBL, the fat is prepared and is transferred to your hips, to your butt, all of the areas of concern. If you want a fat transfer to your breast for breast augmentation, that is done. If you are coming in for a tummy tuck, you are coming in for a vaginoplasty, whatever it is that you are coming in for, once the anesthetist puts you to sleep, it's just stationed over your head. It's going to work with your head, or it's going to work at your head to be sure that you are safe while surgery is going on. As that is going on, surgery starts, surgery progresses, and surgery is over. Like I said, in a short while, you just realize that you've woken up. Either in theater, we make sure that you recover in theater, but you would be fully awake in your room. Like you will know that, yes, I'm awake. And most people will start to ask very funny questions. Where is Dr. Malu? Where is Dr. Malu? If Dr. Fayomi is your favorite, you're going to ask, where is Dr. Fayomi? If Dr. Juliet is your favorite, you're going to ask, where is Dr. Juliet? If one of the nurses is your favorite, Nurse Divine Favor, Nurse Kendra, Nurse Winifred, Nurse Charity, any one of them, Nurse Faith is your favorite, you are likely going to ask, where are they? You could even ask, where am I? Where am I? Where? And if your memory serves you very, very well, have we done surgery? Is it over? Where is the anesthetist? He deceived me. He was talking with me and I slept off. Waking up from surgery is usually a very, very sweet experience. It's usually a very, very sweet experience. At that point in time, everybody on the surgical team is also very happy that the safety we wanted to ensure, we actually ensured it, God backed us up, and surgery was successful.
So I hope that's a lot of information for surgery day. Everybody is always wondering what happens. Will I wake up? Yeah, yes. And they say you wake up and be asking questions up and down. And then maybe we would have to do like a quick recap of surgery day on another day, just a short clip for people that have felt overwhelmed with all of this information that we've dropped on them. So we'll probably just go on now to answer your questions if you have any, and allow you to think it all in.
Okay.
I think that's the first
Okay.
one.
Let me also mention that once you wake up and you are fit to start taking orally, you can start taking orally. You can start eating. Maybe not every food at that point in time, but you can start with oral fluid intake, oral sips. Okay, can I take it? What's the first question?
It was if she could do. I think she was asking. Someone was asking anyway if she could do a breast lift and a liposuction at the same time together.
Breast lift and liposuction are on the same sitting on the same table. Yes, very, very possible. We do it very well. But we don't do we don't do tummy tuck and breast augmentation, breast reduction and breast lift together at once. Some other plastic surgery centers may do it, but because of safety, we don't do tummy tuck and breast reduction on the table at the same time. But just liposuction, fat transfer, and a breast surgery, yes, we do.
Okay. Abigail, Abigail Newsom says that she has fluid around her heart and she still had the surgery.
Fluid around your heart, you need to see the cardiologist to settle that before you come in for surgery. If this is correct, we won't take you in for surgery. Like we said, it is safety, safety, safety before we take you in for surgery.
Okay. Look, it said, Yvonne of Lagos said, she said, I don't have fat in my body. I'm extremely slim, but I want a bigger butt and breast. So what's the solution?
Do a consultation. You'll be surprised that you have enough fat.
I was about to say that
You'll be surprised that you have enough fat.
everybody actually
Come in to do a
Everybody
consultation.
actually
And again, we'll work according to your frame. So the small fat that you have around your tummy, your sides, and your back will be enough to transfer to your hips and to give you a breast augmentation. But do a consultation. It's very, very important. We'll be able to advise you further.
Here's your questions. You can bring in your questions, guys, because I don't know. I'm not seeing so much. I don't know if I'm not swiping the right way. Okay, that's my question. Dr. Joy said wonderful doctors. Hi, Dr. Joy.
Hi, Dr. Joy.
I don't know, I can't see anymore.
Okay, so you can just connect. You can connect to my hotspot and see if.
Okay.
How much, even of Lagos, how much is consultation? If you are walking in for a physical consultation, it's 40,000 naira. If you are doing an online consultation, it's 20,000 naira. Just get to our Instagram page. Well, you follow us so you can pick the customer care line and interact with them.
Tonya code says Tonya underscore code. Please can umbilical be repaired during tummy talk? Umbilical was sorry, if you can clarify your question, do you mean an umbilical hernia or an umbilical defect? What exactly? But the normal umbilicals will not be repaired because it's fine. So we
Yes,
need to be sure.
we need to be sure. But if what you want to ask is an umbilical hernia, para-umbilical hernia, yes, it can be done during the talk. She's pretty. Ogewan says, is there also a scarless breast lift? You would have a scar, a very fine scar, almost not noticeable once you recover after a breast lift.
Abigail, yes, you did answer your question about the fluid around your heart. Well, you need a consultation for this because you need to fully understand what you mean by fluid. I know what you mean, but it's not something that we can discuss online. So first, you can see your cardiologist to have that sorted out and cleared, then go ahead with your surgery. However, if it's something that you're currently managing, you can have a consultation and we'll discuss about that. But the cardiologist needs to review you and certify you fit for surgery. If you have that problem, before you can go ahead with your surgery. I hope that is a good enough answer for you. Divine says, can you share more light on tummy talk or mommy makeover? Um, Divine, with your permission, we would like to take that topic on another day. But what you can do before that is to go on and watch videos. There's a whole video with illustrations on the screen about what tummy talk is. So you can send a message to the page. If you can't find it, just send a DM and then the link will
We'll share the
with
link.
you
Yes.
so that you have that video. And then if you have any questions after the video, can now send in the questions and we'll answer anything they have at the time.
In fact, I think the tummy talk topic was discussed
Last
April,
2 weeks.
last 2 weeks,
Yeah,
yes.
it was last 2 weeks.
So it won't be difficult
So
to search on
we
our
could
page.
actually notice it. So you can watch that video. It has practically every information on tummy talk. That is true. Victoria Belamusi is excited about doing her bracelet and liposuction on the how safe is a tummy tuck after multiple cesarean sections?
In fact, you probably need a tummy talk after multiple cesarean section.
Exactly.
And if you started this Instagram live with us, you realize we said we consider 10 things before taking you into theater. Even if it is a small keloid we are removing on your earlobe, we consider 10 things before surgery. Number one, safety. Number two, safety. Number three, safety. Run it down to number 9, number 10, safety. Tummy talk after multiple cesarean sections, very, very safe. So in fact, that is why we also want you to tell us how many cesarean sections you've had, how many cesarean sections you've had, when was your last cesarean section. It also gives us a guide on how well we should deal with you safely during surgery.
Yvonne of Lagos says, can I come for consultation even when I'm not financially ready for surgery? First off, who says you're not financially ready for surgery? Start have your consultation. Maybe when you start to now prepare yourself mentally, you will also prepare financially. But it's really important to have a consultation. I mean, that's the first step to having your surgery done. So you can start with that and then we'll move forward together.
The girl surely says, is there an express payment? Like I pay today and get a date within a week. We won't rush you into going into theater. A week, thereabout, yes. But it is consultation first. You pay, you come in for your blood work, and we give you a date. If there is a queue, you may not get it within that week, but you can get at the earliest possible date.
Houston Care says, can I have my consultation several months before consultation? Well, yeah, typically, that's what it's meant for. Have your consultation and then you get to decide when you want to have it. You don't have the consultation and then we say, oh, it's fine. That's fine. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
You actually need to prepare yourself before time.
The guy surely is asking another question. If I pay next month, when am I likely to get a date? Probably next month. It depends on when you are paying next month. Are you paying first week or are you paying last week of next month?
But best believe that once you make your payment, then the available dates are you need to pick the make the payment and then we'll talk for that.
Divine, how much does a mommy makeover tummy talk cost? Coming for a consultation, after a consultation, we generate an invoice, you know how much it would cost. Surgery fee is not a one size fits all, so consultation is very, very important.
The Houston discussion care is asking again, is there any risk if I fall pregnant after a tummy talk? And if yes, how long should I wait before getting pregnant?
We don't want you to get pregnant immediately after a tummy talk. We usually assess you depending on your size and the extent of the rectal diastasis that you have and the plication that was done. We'll give you between usually 2 to 3 years before you get pregnant. So we would say, when you are coming in for a tummy talk, put everything in place not to get pregnant. Meet your family physician or your cardiologist, get a contraceptive that would work for you. Quit_Funke, can I have my consultation several months before possible surgery? Yes, you can.
Design says, how long does the tummy talk take to heal? After a surgery, you're in the aftercare for 7 nights. You can extend if you want to. If you love us so much and you decide, oh, I don't want to leave this people so soon. I need to stay longer with them. That's up to you. However, for you to, because there's a scar, there's a wound that needs to be taken care of, and if you don't take care of yourself, the wound is going to yourself. Give yourself about 4 to 6 weeks to be back to your normal activities. You can do every other thing. You can do desk work. You can do very minimal exercises. Just nothing to strain yourself. But getting back to your normal activities, active work, your day-to-day activities, basically, you will need about 4 to 6 weeks to actually get back to normal for a tummy tuck. Again, about tummy tuck, please go and watch our videos. We have a whole series on tummy tuck with like graphic presentations on what it actually is, and it will really help anyone preparing for a tummy tuck. After you've watched it, you probably have more questions asked or clarifications to make, and we're all available to answer.
Even of Lagos, can I come for consultation even when I'm not financially ready for surgery?
Oh, I think that's
You've answered, okay. Call me Mamus. I ask that you enlighten me the difference between liposuction and a BBL. A liposuction and a BBL. Liposuction is harvesting your fat, sucking out your fat. A BBL is what we call Brazilian butt lift. It is giving you that curve, that female curve that you want. All of the hips and the rest, it is transferring fat to give you that perfect or near perfect curve that you want. BBL is fat transfer to areas of concern to give you that female shape. Liposuction is harvesting your fat either to throw away or to transfer.
Um, underscore Adabi says, will there be loose skin after arm liposuction? And if yes, will it be taken off during the liposuction process or will it be done in another surgery process? If I'm correct, you're asking if your skin will be taken off. Why do you want your skin to be taken off? Anyways, there wouldn't be loose skin. We take just enough fat, like that's safe enough to take out, and your skin is going to snap back. Skin is an elastic organ, so it has the ability to always snap back after weight loss, after any process that is causing it to lose any amount of fat. So no, your skin will not have to be taken out, and your arms will not look weird. I guess that's what you're worried about. It's going to snap back and you look good.
Melson underscore Empire. Do they put someone unconscious during tummy talk?
Unconscious.
You go under general anesthesia. You sleep.
This is just putting you to sleep.
Trust me, you wake up. One of Lagos, I think one of Lagos needs to come for a consultation. She's asking many questions. She's interested in this surgery. In order for me to have a very big butt, can you give me tips on adding weight prior to consultation? And then we'll ask you to get in touch with a dietitian or a nutritionist. That is it. But again, in Renew Aesthetics, we don't give you something that is out of shape. Trust me, we pride ourselves in giving you what is naturally fit for your frame, what we call in Renew Aesthetics a natural BBL. Even, let me shock you, if you have the money to pay and what you want is something that is out of shape, that is not in sync with our trademark, we won't give you. But like I said, I'm very sure you have enough fat to be transferred to your boobs, to be transferred to your hips for what will fit your frame.
Underscore Divine, you can contact the number on the Instagram page, or that customer care number. It will put you through on how to get an online consultation. You can also send the DM on Instagram, and that will be communicated. So we're going to take in our last question now, and it's from Souvenirs the Variety Shop. Dr. Karen. How long after CS can one have a tummy tuck? And must one lose weight before a tummy tuck? Because I'm okay with my weight, just need a flat tummy.
Okay, so let me pick it one by one.
Mm-hmm. So
How long after how long after
after
CS can one have a tummy tuck? As soon as you are fit, but we'll give you a benchmark of 6 months. That is one. A benchmark of 6 months. And must one lose weight before a tummy tuck? Weight is very, very crucial for us. If you are morbidly obese, we'll ask you to lose weight. If you are morbidly obese, we ask you to lose weight. You are 130 kg, you are 135 kg, 140 kg, 150 kg. It's better you go to lose weight either by way of diet, exercise, a gastric balloon, or a gastric sleeve. Lose weight so that you don't pose an anesthetic risk or a surgical risk. it is very, very important that you lose weight. Above 120, 130 kg, please lose weight.
So it's, well, thankfully she's okay with her weight. She says because I'm okay with my weight, just need a flat tummy.
Again, it also depends on your height. It also depends on your height. We can turn back a 120 kg person to go lose weight because she's very, very short, and that defines the degree or the extent of obesity. And we can bring in a 125 kg person who is taller because it also shifts her on the scale of what our obesity categorization would be.
So yeah, you heard it. So they're okay with your weight, you want a flat tummy. Flat tummy, tummy talk, liposuction, that's the way to get a flat tummy. But obviously when you have your consultation and you see your body, that's the that's the determinant of what procedure is best for you. Do you have any last?
Okay, so let me just round off by saying that it is important that you are psychologically ready. You need a positive mindset before you come in for surgery. You need a very positive mindset before you come in for surgery. So you must be psychologically ready, not just physical fitness, not just financially capable. You must be psychologically ready to come in for your surgery because there's a psychological aspect of healing. It is very, 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 very important. Dr.
Okay.
Juliet.
Well, everything has been said, I guess, but I'm just glad that we got a few people's attention this evening. Thank you, Renew Farm, for joining us this evening. I hope everyone learns and now have information on what we do on our surgery day. So I know it's not just about seeing the transformation pictures, there's a whole lot of work put in it, and this just saying it. But when this is actually done, the whole process, you can see that it's a really long day, and that's why we ask that you come in 6:30 a.m. Fact timing is really important for all of us here. So again, thank you for joining. Watch the videos, learn, send in your questions. Until another episode on IG Live with Renew. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.